come out pretty easy?
It seems to.
We just need a Q-tip, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's going out. Yeah, so this is the CR shift ball, and as you see, the letters are yellow. Well, they're supposed to be yellow. But over time, the grime and grease off your hands get in there, fills them up, makes them black. So, a little bit of TLC in there, look at that. It matches the car now. So for anyone that hasn't experienced the fun of polished aluminum, you are missing out. Get yourself a buffer and a wheel and some of this stuff and have at it. It's a lot of fun. Tell the sarcasm in my voice. Alright, so we're making progress on this. We're changing everything and redoing everything. We've pretty much uninstalled the kit, reinstalled it with the revisions that we do. Obviously you see we chose to do polished pipes here. Well, not only did the car come in with some of these problems, it didn't run right at all, and the customer told us it really didn't want to go over 5,000 RPMs. It'd hit 5,000 and it would break up and carry on and give him all kinds of problems. Well, of course, doing what we do, we don't use this pump. This pump was in there. I'm not saying this was the problem, but so it's funny, one thing we did notice is, look at the inlet. It's like some kind of casting mark or problem. It's like half the size of the hole. Let me zoom in, see if it'll be clear. Look at that, that's the inlet. That's where it pulls the fuel in and then obviously pumps it and comes out that top there. That's a one-way valve. But yeah, that kind of looks like a problem to me. Let me show you the comparative Walbro. Okay, so this is the pump we use. We put it in every single one. Even on a stock car, this will run completely fine with everything factory, stock regulator, stock cat, everything fine. But this is much larger. You see the inlet there, you can see it looks like an oil pump gear. But you see, it's clear all the way. Many reasons, but we use this pump. This is the only one we use. So we're going to flush these. Actually, don't look that bad. Look at that, you can actually see the bottom of that one. We're going to flush this. Obviously we did the full brake package, and we're going to get all new fluid through here, flush it all the way through and bleed the brakes, and they should feel fantastic. Alright, so the car came in on a tune. I don't know anything about it, and I'm not going to try and copy it, but it's always interesting to pull the tune out and take a look and see what it looks like. One thing that a lot of tuners will do is they'll take a tune that somebody else has done, change it and make it look terrible, and then show everybody and say, this is the tune that you had, let me show you my tune. Really? I would say just do the right thing and let people make their own mind up rather than trying to make someone look bad. Let them make themselves look bad. Just do the right thing, and you know. So this is the tune that is in it, which doesn't really tell you a whole lot, apart from you got a whole bunch of lines going like this, and one has a bump in it. It's got like a funny, if you can see that, it doesn't really matter. Never really pay attention to what this looks. The car will tell you what it needs, and sometimes the map will mimic the fuel curve or the horsepower curve. Sometimes there's a direct correlation to that, but again, doesn't really mean anything. There's nothing that really stands out that major. It's probably just one of the drop-in tunes. So, alright, in the background you can hear the rain and the wind going by. It is the bands coming from Hurricane Michael. Let's see if I can show you a quick radar of what it looks like. It looks like a massive storm. I mean, it looks like it's gonna suck. There it is right there. You see that? Where that little blue dot is? That's where it is. Look how big that sucker is. So there's the blue dot, and there it is. It kind of shows you the lightning and the path. That's the path it's showing right now. So if you're in the Panhandle, our hearts go out. We went through this last year with Irma, so we know what it's like. It really sucks. So hopefully everybody's safe and are not impacted too badly. When you're ready, I'll lock this. Ready? Okay, so we didn't want to run it too long because our doors are down. We have the air conditioning on. One thing that is missing from his kit, and it came in missing, is the guard over here. I want to call Craftworks and see if there's a chance they have one that they can ship to us. You see our pipe in, we decided to do a polish because it goes with the radiator. This radiator has a nice polish on it. The catch can would go from here and it goes here. We're not going to put that on right now because we're going to use this car for a little test. I want to do a little comparison test, and that is going to be in a different video, so watch out for that. You'll probably see the thumbnail will have this in it, so look out for this, and hopefully it'll answer a lot of questions. So the last thing is to change the plugs or check the plugs, whatever we need to do. And of course, you know, we'll refinish that. We'll clean this a little bit. We'll refinish that cover. It's not terrible. It's not perfect.
So these were the plugs that were in it. They're Bosch double platinum factory replacements at factory gap, which isn't going to quite work with 14 pounds of boost behind it. So I'm going to put in our NGKRs, the BKR7s that we tell you to put in everything pretty much. Gap down for boost.
So you're saying I don't need to talk about these plugs?
No, I'm trying to record more. I don't know that I'm doing enough, but I try.
I keep forgetting. I think this happened last week. I picked the camera up and started talking about something, and George went, I think I just talked about that. So sometimes if you see us repeat ourselves, it's because we want to get the point across, and we want to see who can deliver the message the best. I think he wins on this one because I came in second. So that was much better. Look at that. Okay, so it's kind of windy out here, so if you hear that, thanks to Hurricane Michael going by. We just started this car and just give it a little run up and down the street, and it's the customer complained of like marbles, like a rattle, and of course you can't go by what the customer says unless you hear it yourself. Well, once we heard it, it was evident it was a timing chain tensioner, which is this guy right here. There's some more wind coming. So my take on the timing chain tensioner is I still believe the OEM one is the way to go. And keep in mind, we don't profit from selling anybody's timing chain tensioner, and I've had good luck with this. Problem is oil changes. When you take these apart, we find that the oil in the back of it is really thick and sticky, and when the oil breaks down, it gets stuck in there, it makes this thing stick, and it wears. Stay on top of your oil change, and this doesn't have a problem. I've got 15 to 20 S2000s that track regularly, and they also regularly change their oil, and they're all running stock tensioners. So that's my take on it. So this is what is going on outside. Again, this is the feeder bends from Hurricane Michael. It's a trying time today. Give you an idea what's going on. Taken sick. So we're dyno in the car. little people here. Little girl has a broken arm, just broke it yesterday. So we're pressing on. They're gonna wear earmuffs. We're gonna tune the car. So that's what it's looking like right now. We're here. So these are those little feeder bends that we're getting. But look at that thing, it is still churning right there. Alright, so this one is done. 414. 269, just a hair shy of 14 pounds. It's like 13.8, the standard kit. It has the LHT twin loop, and it already came in with a header, and it still has the factory cat. And this one's making good power. We're not pushing it to its limits. We're running it to right there, 84. Still well within our comfort level, and we'll go do some drivability with it, make sure everything's happy.
Alright, we're on the lift. We're going to start the coilover installation. The customer has currently K-Sport coilovers. I can't really comment whether they're good enough because I don't have any real-world experience with them. I mean, they're holding the car off the ground, but the car's a little too low for them, and every corner is off on measurement slightly. So we're going to go ahead, remove the K-Sports, put on our favorite buddy clubs, go over all the measurements, get everything nice and squared up, and I'll show you a picture of it when it's done. I had the K-Sports right out of the car. Now we'll unbox the buddy clubs. I know a lot of people like this part because of how much time and effort goes into our unboxings. I really want you to know what you're getting. There it is. It's good stuff, isn't it? Alright, the buddy club coils are in. They are adjusted and they ride fantastic. The twin loop's on. I think we've shown you. The tip, very similar to the OEM tip. Everything is in great working order. The customer will be very pleased as he has never actually gotten to drive the car with the supercharger on it. Alright, here we go. We got the catch can in. The lines in, our revised pipes, clean the valve cover up there, polish the letters up like we always do. Redid all of the lines for the oil system. Put the ball fans on, and it's ready to go back to the owner.
Alright, so the car is tested, the suspension is perfect now. We verified it, measured it, it's not crooked like it was when it came in, it rides nice. And because this has, you can't really see in this bright sun, but this thing is pretty dirty. It came a long way. It came all the way to LHT. Look how nice that exhaust looks. So the least we can do is give it a bath and make it look nice. So we're going to do our famous system. We have the foam cannon. We have the pressure washer. We'll give it a clean, then we'll bring it in, blow it off, and we'll maybe give it a hand wax. We don't leave this switch on all the time, but just as simple as, there we go, it's ready to go. You pull the trigger, fires up, we're ready to wash. You notice how we don't have the Honda engine running in the background? I tell you, somebody said that we were drinking the Kool-Aid because we bought this system.
Well, now I can drink Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's much better having to start that engine and check the gas and listen to it and run the hoses. You're right, this is much more difficult. That Kool-Aid tastes pretty good, I'll let you know. Alright, so if you don't have one of these, you gotta get one. This makes life so much easier. You see, we put a super duper detailed measuring system over here. Fill that up with water, run soap up to there, and again, it's close enough. We kind of measured it. But take the nozzle off, put this on there. I'll be your assistant if you want to pass me the nozzle. Put that in my pocket. You spray this thing on there and produces gobs and gobs of luxury soap. Look at that. Plus it's good practicing when we get into the paint business. Just like painting a car, George. Nice and easy, even strokes, make the whole thing white. Just like painting a car. Look at that, plenty of paint. Beautiful. Oh yeah, this thing is so loud. I really miss the Honda going. Of course I'm kidding. Let's go ahead and bring that car in. So it looks a million times better after washing it. One thing, the paint is pretty dry. You saw when I was blowing it. I mean, it doesn't feel like it has any wax on this at all. So I think we'll dry it all the way, and then we'll go ahead and put a hand wax on it, because it'll help protect it and it'll help shine up the paint and make it look a whole lot better for when it gets it back. Okay, so after a quick wax, I'll pull this over near the shop so you can see it. You can't see me when I got the camera down here. It has so much more shine on it now. You could really use a paint correction, a full paint correction, but just washing and waxing made a big difference. Let me show you around the car. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that car. I'm excited to see the customer's reaction, because now the car just looks better, it drives better, everything about it performs so much nicer than before, and everything is put back together correct. So if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.